All right, let's get to the phone lines. Then I got some text here. I'm going to do the best I can. Let's get to Joe in Bridgewater, Virginia. Joe, you're on the John Fredericks Radio Network. You're live, line one.
Hey, morning, John. Thanks for taking my call. Thanks for giving everybody a voice out there, man. You gave it your best shot there. I appreciate that, man. You're exactly right. You know, and I was listening to your the people you have on your radio show from 5 there, and Gary Machman there was on there talking about why Trump lost and this there. He said the American people agree with the Republicans. They don't agree with the Republicans. The Republicans agree with the Democrats. The Americans agree with President Donald J. Trump. And man, I hope he gets 4 more years. I would give him 20 more years if he wanted to take it. That's all I have to say, John.
Well, now, look. Are we done with this now? Because there is one party in this country that has a platform that doesn't back down, that makes sense, and that's America First. That's it. Are we done now with the consultant class?
Yeah.
Are we done with these people? I'm done.
We're done. Yes.
Now, there's going to be, I want anybody that's going to the rally today, call up, 888-480, and Trump calls it a rally protest. 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-JOHN. You can't even contemplate now what the Democrats are going to do now that they have, if indeed Biden gets inaugurated, they're going to have total incomplete power. No, you have no idea what they're going to do now. And you got both of these Republican candidates, both of them in a position to win. Both of them should have won. All they had to do 6 weeks ago is stand with Trump. They get the vote out. They win. We go to bed. Instead,
that's all the Republicans have to do. They have to go with President Trump instead of the Democrats, and they're there. They don't know it.
Let's get thank you, Joe. Let's get to Patrick in Fort Lauderdale. Patrick, line 2, you're live.
Hey, John, how are you? I know you're miserable, so I'm going to answer that for you because I'm so pissed off right now. Everybody saw this coming. I do not understand. And I place this firmly. I can't say the voters. I can't say the political class. I can't say this stuff. President Trump should have appointed a special prosecutor weeks ago, subpoenaed everybody. This would not even be in question. And now he's sending out tweets relying on Mike Pence.
Yep.
This is a travesty.
Yep.
He has no one to blame but himself. We told him 4 years ago, lock her up. He didn't listen. Now they're coming back at him. I honestly don't care what happens to him. He allowed this to happen. We are going to get taxed to the eyeballs. The borders are going to open. We know what the Democrats are going to do because they've already done it, and they do what they say. That's the story. There's nothing else.
What do we do now?
John, there is nothing. This is what's going to happen. I've seen this all over the world. They are going to use the government against us. They've already started with the ATF. They're going to use the IRS against us, just like they did with Lois Lerner. There's not going to be this movie uprising of patriots that just stands up with this moral fortitude and takes it. It's not going to happen. They control the voting machines. Kemp is going to win re-election. He controls the voting machines. The rhinos are going to be saying, we really, really tried. Just donate more money to us, and this time we'll do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, Patrick, that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, they're going to ask for more money.
That's what always happens.
That's what always happens.
It's over.
And we keep giving it to them. And I tell you, but I here's one thing that I don't agree with you on. I agree with everything else. I think the deplorables now have shown in the last 6 weeks, based on my radio show in Georgia, we've had enough, right? And the reason Trump lost his
John, but without Trump, there's nothing. Without Trump leading this movement, it's over. There is no one who is going to take the mantle. John, I've seen it. Everybody's pissed off. Everybody's angry. Everybody wants to do something. No one is going to do anything because our votes don't matter. It's over.
You're right about that.
This. Look, I would love, believe me, brother, I'll be the first one storming the Bastille. Trust me. It ain't going to happen. They are going to grind the life out of us through taxes, through trust me, through legislation. They're going to do it. Maybe us, the borders are opening tomorrow. Maybe some of us that are in red states, like we have DeSantis, we might last a little bit longer. It's done, man. Trump blew this. I don't know who he's listening to. I don't know why he's listening to them, but he's going to put this in Pence's hands, and I'm afraid then he's going to start blaming Pence. No, you blame yourself, man.
Well, he should have
got us into this.
He should have got a special prosecutor. He should have impounded these machines. There's about 5 things he should have done. He didn't do it. He listens to McConnell and Meadows and Scipione and all these losers. That all they've done all their life is lose, and that's it. And so Karl Rove a bunch of them, but they'll be back. They'll be back tomorrow, raising money again to buy their 15th yacht. But Patrick, this is a movement. It's not going away. Where it goes, who our leaders are, I don't know. But I've been here 8 weeks, and I've said it after the first 5 days we were here. The movement has eclipsed its current leaders, including Trump today. Where it goes, I don't know, but it's going somewhere. And you're going to see a massive rally in Washington, D.C. today. You're going to get almost 1 million people there. And Pence is the final firewall. And he'll do nothing, and that'll be the end of him. Look, there's still a party for us to take over. And that's what I'm focused on now. Us taking over the party. All right, Patrick in Fort Lauderdale, keep fighting. Keep fighting, Patrick, okay? Thank you. Phone lines are open all day. I have no guests today. This is a deplorable phone call day. I want you to write the number down and put it in your phone. 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-5646, 888-480-5646. Write it down. Put it in your phone. I'm taking calls all day. I want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from the consultants. I don't want to hear from politicians. I want to hear from you. That's it. You. All day. 4 hours. Callers. This is a caller day. This is a day where you have to get involved and tell me what's on your mind. Let's get to Mike in Michigan. Line 1. Mike, you're live.
Hey, good morning, John. Doing a great job. How you feel today, right?
Right. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough night. Tough night, but I knew it at 10 in the morning. I told that to Bannon on a show. I went back on at 5. I said we're gonna lose. And then at 10:30 p.m. when we saw that we were up by 10,000 and DeKalb only 25% was in, it was over. I went off the air. It was done. Go ahead, Mike.
I was listening to you all night, but hey, let's remember something. Trump announced this way before November 3rd. Everybody knew it was going to happen. The Republican Party knew it was going to happen. They didn't have the whatevers to do anything about it back then. So this is not a surprise. The plan, hey, we're all living this plan. It's for a reason. The only positive thing that may come out of it is MAGA will control the Republican Party, whether they have to primary everybody, if there's still a world after this, after today, we don't know, but this may force some of the Republican representatives to support Trump today. That's the only that's one of the 2 positive things that are going to happen. Would you agree?
Yes, I think that the establishment Republican Party, the consultant class, the Mitch McConnells,
right,
the Senator Thunes, McCarthy's, they're done. They're done.
Yeah, one quick thing. Yesterday morning, you were talking about the scanners not working in some of the districts, and they were throwing the ballots in a box.
Yeah.
Was that true?
Yes.
They're going to dig into that?
It's not going to matter. I mean, look, what difference does it make, right? Machines don't work. It's like Patrick said. They now control the voting machines. Why do the voting machines only break down in the biggest Republican areas? They control the machines. They just break down. And so people don't vote. A lot of Republicans would not give their ballot and put it and give it to somebody. They wanted to scan it, so they said, well, come back. A lot of them, got busy, didn't go back. This is a nightmare, okay? They control the voting machines. I got to go. John Fredericks Radio Network. All right, let's get the phone lines. 888-480-JOHN. Let's get to Janet in Dallas, Texas. Janet, you're on the John Fredericks Show. You're live.
Hi, John. Thank you so much for all you've been doing. You've got some kind of overlay going on, but I'm going to keep talking if that's okay.
What's the overlay?
There's a double voice going on.
Is that coming back through your phone?
It's coming on, and I've heard that twice.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So now I don't know. Am I talking with it, or can you just?
I hear you fine.
normal?
You're for me. You're fine,
so
and I think.
I'll ignore it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm working out. Sorry. All right. I understand what happened, but this is the way I look at it. They were going to have just enough fake ballots. Okay. So they were going to have just enough fake ballots to overlay anything we did. I think if we came out with 1 million more people, they would have had just enough over that. So they still cheated. They had those roving mobiles. They had their fake ballots. They had their illegal voting. They had their wrong addresses, everything they did on the 3rd. I don't want to hear the problem all morning. I know people have to vent, but we have to be on our knees. So when people talk about the problem, we have to go to the solution. And we know only God can help us now. Only God. So whatever that can be done today, or stop, the fraud, stop the steal, keep going. We still have what we have. And we have to be on our knees, even at the march, on our knees, because that is our last line of defense. There's still miracles to be had, and we've got to pray for them, no matter what. We still can't just be in the problem all morning. Have to have some solution talk. Does that make sense?
Janet, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. Because all morning long, I got to turn it off if I'm only going to hear the problem. Whatever can be pulled out with Jesus, God, our Judeo-Christian, whatever, he is going to show up. I believe it, and I believe that he's going to show that we're done as people. Only he can do this, and we've got to stress that.
Well, look, I believe that it was God that put Trump in, and only God can take him out.
Yes, that's
now
right. He didn't bring us this far to drop Trump now.
I agree with that.
So there still has to be a miracle, and he has to show himself.
Well, he's got to show himself tomorrow by getting the Holy Spirit into Mike Pence and giving him a spine.
That's
if he can
right.
do that,
That's
that
right.
might be it. Pence is it now. Pence is it.
Right.
And what does Pence think he's going to do? Say, oh, my lawyers say I can't do it, and then come around and try to run in 2024? Look.
But everything happens for a reason, like you said. This has happened. They were going to cheat anyway.
Well, now it's baked in the cake. Now that we have to take this movement and we have to take things over. That's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Let's see what Pence does.
All kinds of solution talk. I can't tell what you're saying, John. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, that's because you've got your app on while you're on the phone, so you got to turn the app off because you're hearing the app and the phone.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Janet. But you are spot on, Janet, in Dallas. Thank you. Very inspirational. So if you call on your mobile and you've got my app on when you get on the air, because you're listening on your app, as soon as you get on the air, just get out of your app, and then when you're off, turn it back on. Otherwise, you're going to hear the double feedback in your phone. Thank you, Janet. Let's get to Greg in McDonough, Georgia. Greg, line 2, you're live, sir.
Good morning, John. I wished I could say these people of Georgia deserve everything that you've done over the last probably 8 or 9 weeks, but that would be a lie. I mean, my God, if people didn't see this coming, I mean, I'm driving through Atlanta right now. I was going to go to D.C. today, but I had a grandbaby born, so I'm heading instead. Yeah, but I wished I was there fighting for this country. And I got to agree with the lady that just called. This is no time to sit around and waller in what happened. I mean, golly, it's like Albert Einstein said, if you do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result, that's the definition of insanity. And that's what this election has been here since November. We know that. So Why people are acting so surprised this morning and shocked this morning is beyond me.
Yep.
I want to start drawing the battle lines now. I mean,
Yep.
I really do. I want to be involved in primary and these idiots down here in Georgia.
Yep.
I'm right outside of Atlanta. I talk to you at least once a week, John, and I want to get to the plan. I want to get to what's next. What do we do now? You know, because this is 1776 again. These idiots here, Loeffler and Purdue, thought their last-minute, support for Trump was going to push them over the line. I just sat there and laughed. I was like, oh, yeah, now you want to come out? Now you want to come out in the ninth inning with the bases loaded and bench hit? I don't think so. And so, anyways, they were a disaster from the beginning, and I agree with your earlier comment about Doug Collins. He got screwed out of this. This man would have been an incredible senator, no question about it. But now we need to move on to the plan. What's next here in Georgia? What are we going to do? How will we start primarying these guys? And that's really what I want to hear about, John. I want to hear about what your plan would be, how we get involved in that, what we need to do as citizens of Georgia here. I don't give up on anything, and I don't think God wants us to give up on anything as well. It's 1776, my friend, and I promise you, this is war. This is war, whether people realize it or not. We are on the battlefield as we speak right now. Some people can crawl off the battlefield and lick their wounds if they want to. Damn it, I'm not going to. And I've come this far here. I'm not going to stop fighting. And I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate you like you can't imagine the sacrifice you made being away from your family to come down here and fight for these feckless losers, Loeffler and Purdue. They don't deserve you, but I appreciate you, sir. And I'll get off my rant, but anxious to hear what we need to do to start this recall effort, what we need to do to start this primary effort.
Greg, love your call. Keep fighting. Thank you. This is fight day. And so as far as I'm concerned, let me just tell you this. They all now want the John Fredericks Show to go back to Richmond. They want me to go away. They don't want this. They don't want to give the callers a voice. They want to go back to Eric Erickson and the kingpin of fake news, AJC, and they control everything. They just want us to go away. Okay, you're done now. Thanks for coming. Go away. No. Here's the thing. I'm dug in. I talked to my wife last night at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. She's like, dig in. We're not going anywhere. We are going to fight. Forget a recall. Waste of time. I already checked into it. Had Christine get all the documents. Okay, too much money. Can't do it. Goes nowhere. Kemp will defeat it, and then he'll look like he won. Waste of time. If anybody sends you a recall petition to sign, they want your email, and then they're going to ask you for money, and it's impossible. You have to get 1 million signatures in 90 days. That would cost, I don't know, about $30 million to do. You're not going to do it. So forget recall. Stop. Waste of time. Here's what you need to do. Start lining up candidates right now to defeat all 4 of these people. Chris Carr, Attorney General, Raffensperger, Jeff Duncan, Cosmo Man, and your Governor, Brian Kemp. And we're not going anywhere. This is not the end. This is the beginning. You have lit a match under the deplorables. They think we're just going to go away. See, this is what they were all hoping. Oh, they'll just go away. If we just get rid of Trump, they'll just go away. And we can get back to talking about capital gains tax cuts, and we can go back to having parties on the 72nd floor at some penthouse in New York with Goldman Sachs. That's what they want to do. Fly on some private airplane on some junket to God knows where. That's their life. No. My wife called me at 3 a.m. and said, don't come home. Dig in. That's what we're doing. We're not going anywhere. Oh, should we buy this radio station? Maybe I should pull out the deal. She's like, excuse me? You run to the sound of the guns. We're running to the sound of the guns. And we're not going anywhere. Ann's right. Dig in. Oh, well, I want to come home. I'm whining. I want to come home. Titans are playing Sunday. I want to watch it with Joseph. She's like, are you kidding me? Dig in. Fight. We'll figure it out. We'll do Facebook Live during the game. We'll figure our thing out. You go and give those people a voice. Thank you, Greg. Let's get to Charlotte in Pennsylvania. Phone line's open. I have no guest today. It's all you. I want to hear from you. This is a nationwide show, not only Georgia and Richmond, Virginia, nationwide. I want to hear from you. 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-5646, 888-480-5646. I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you. Out of the ashes will rise the phoenix, and we're done